Hey Wargamers, today I'm doing something a little bit different. Recording not in my normal space, obviously, and not with my normal equipment, but that's because today I got my hands on this box here. So, very excited to open up, figured I'd go through it with you. You've probably seen this before, but I haven't. So, exciting to open this up. All right, so, of course, a fantastic display of what's going on in the back here. Oh man. Now I have to say I'm a little disappointed that this is this style box. This is a nice intermediate step between like the normal, like kind of really flimsy cardboard that makes up most boxes, and then the like really nice boxes that the Kill Team starter box came in. Starter set came in. That was a fantastic box. I love that box. This is still a pretty solid cardboard though. So okay. All right. So here we go. Let's see here. We have all the bases. I like actually how it comes with this tray. I mean, it's more plastic. I'd rather not have the plastic there, just because it's waste. But as far as appearance and packaging, it's good. We have our flying bases here for our Seraphim, bases for everybody else. Note the size, right? Long time Sisters players are going to have to rebase if they want to stay current. Then we have our cards here, which, I mean, I think part of like a huge value in this box set alone is just having these guys, right? And then our Miracle dice. I'm going to say, so for the Miracle dice, I thought for sure there's going to be something to them aside from just being white dice, right? I mean, that's all they are. They're just white dice. There's no detail on them. These are a dime a dozen as far as dice are concerned. You see these all over the place. Nothing fancy about them. I was really hoping that they were going to actually have a color changing property, right? Like the idea would be that, they're Miracle dice, they're for Sisters. And I was trying to think of what would be thematic for Sisters. And of course, because of the mechanic of Miracle dice of needing to have very clear values on them, I'm glad that they didn't do any type of logo on them, at least as they are. But I thought maybe, just maybe, what would happen is, if you really needed a 6, you could pray on it and open it up, and that would not change the number, of course, but change the color of the die. I was hoping that it would be a heat sensitive thing. So if you like prayed for the dice gods to favor you, or prayed for the emperor's good favor, that it would change to like a red, which I thought would be really thematic and really cool. But no, just white dice. Still, gotta love dice, right? I guess I'll take the Codex. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, and here's the assembly instructions. Or is that just a painting guide? I don't know. I guess let's open up and find out, right? I'm assuming it's the assembly instructions too. Yeah, because this is just a protective thing, so this has to be the instructions too. This is always like one of the worst part, like getting tight plastic wrappers off of things. I'm terrible at it. I used to work at a large electronics retailer, and people would come up and they'd say, "Hey, can you open this CD for me?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." And I would struggle the same as they would. Yeah, cool. Here's all the instructions. Pretty sweet. Oh, I do like it gives you the specific diameters. That's fantastic. I don't know if I've seen that on a recent publication, but I love that it gives you the different diameters. It takes all the guesswork out of it. And then of course the current style of Games Workshop instructions is very helpful as well with the color coding and everything like that. That helps. I remember my first time assembling a crisis suit was, it's not a complicated miniature at all, but it you just had lines like, hey, the arm goes over here. Nothing like this. This is wonderful. Wow. Okay, so we got that. We have another set of the rules, which is wonderful. I love having these. Just okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was actually a pamphlet for a second, but it's a normal fold out thing. These are always nice just to like kind of stash in the margins of your books. Hey, this is cool. It's like a QR code for a book chapter. New Adeptus Sororitas novel out now, right? But that's kind of nice just the way that is, right? You'd almost want that. That'd almost be cool just to frame like that. And here's the actual book, right? Wonderful. The texturing on the front is like the normal. It doesn't feel any different. Ooh, a crack. But page quality is the same, print quality is the same. Just a nice cover on there. I really, if I was better at doing monochromatic stuff, I would really like to basically just do an army that was like this. I mean, the Battle Sister here looks pretty, like, it's basically monochromatic, right? And then you just have the red OSL, which would be really cool. I would like to see an army painted like that. Decal sheet, really minor, right? I guess that makes sense, right? Because there's no vehicles in this, so it's all going to be infantry scale. Oh, here's our Penitent Engine base too. That's weird that that's in there and not over here. I would think it would be over here. And then this is our Canoness, right? Yeah. Or parts of her. Is it the whole thing? Yeah, it's a whole. This is our whole lady right here. Let's see, we have parts of the Seraphim, our Archoflagellants. Yeah. Man, the detail on these are fantastic. Really, really something. I'm not going to say that it's superior to the other contemporary sculpts, but it's not. It's definitely not worse, right? Like, there's the detail here and like and the studs and everything else. So these two sprues are the same, yeah. And then we have the big sprue. So it's 4 sprues, 1 big one, 2 medium ones, and 1 small one. The small one's the Canoness, and then this big one here has obviously the Penitent Engine. And everybody else, like, I'm assuming most of the Battle Sisters are in here, but maybe not. Actually, no, they're probably in here, right? That makes sense. Or maybe not. I don't know. There's a reason why they provide instructions, right? Is that you can figure that stuff out. Man. So I'm curious. Wow, look at the details on that, on the Penitent Engine. I don't know if they're not technically servitors, right? But yeah. So, but the detail here is crazy. The thing I wonder about for the Penitent Engines is if there's going to be relatively easy way to convert these into mortifiers, because right now it seems like that's going to be where it's at. And so I would like to have some mortifiers, more so than Penitent Engines. All right, there's just like some debris in there, but yeah, I guess that's it. Pretty exciting. I say in like the least enthusiastic tone possible. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, let's open this up. I wish these were a little less tight because I feel like I'm risking damage to it every time. Okay, so Sacred Rites and Stratagems. Yeah. I do like that it has the specific order that you have to pick on top here. That's useful. I don't think my town ones do that. So this is just Adeptus Sororitas, but these are Order of Our Martyred Lady. So they haven't broken out like that. So that's the big one. And so then this other one must be tactical objectives then, huh? Yeah. It's kind of a little bit of a rigid box here. It's really tight. You don't have a lot of wiggle room in that. Right, and then so here's the oofta. There's the tactical objectives. Right, yeah, cool. All right, so I think what I'm going to do with these ladies is, see, like, this is a much more reasonably sized box. That went in much more easily than the stratagems and the Sacred Rites did. Okay, so for these, I want to paint them like the cathedral in St. Paul. Not St. Paul's Cathedral, the cathedral in St. Paul. And at least that's inspiration. So I'm thinking like a really dark brass kind of armor set, or maybe even just like a metallic brass, or even a brown armor set, and then have all the cloth pieces be like green, and then the kind of the detail parts, like the visors on the helms and everything. I want to kind of make that. I almost want to make that marbly, like a white marble thing. I did that on my Farsight model. I had basically used washes to make a marbled effect, and I liked how it turned out. So I might want to try to do that, or it might be maybe instead of like white, maybe I go for gold. That'd be more congruent with the other colors, right? It'd all be kind of relatively, like the brown and the gold would be warm, and then that'd be contrast to the cool green. I don't know, but then that would have a lower light dark contrast than the white would. So we'll have to play with that to see. But the whole thing about St. Paul, the cathedral in St. Paul, is that it has a copper dome, and that rusts. So just like the Statue of Liberty is green, the dome was green for a long time, and then they redid it, and so now it's brown again. And so I kind of want to work that into the aesthetic here. I also got, I'll show you this. Picked this up from Green Stuff World. I'm excited. It's a like a resin rod. You've probably seen this before. It's a resin rod that has details on it, right? I can just roll that on Green Stuff and put that on the base. So that does my bases for me. I was thinking about buying resin bases, and then I thought, well, let's try this. So that's going to be the name of the game for the Sisters of Battle here. All right, so thanks for watching. I'm excited to get going on these. Of course, I've been starting way too many projects lately, but I'm eager to get these girls on the battlefield. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, happy wargaming.